The 2025 BMW Z4. We have one big update to talk about here, and that is the introduction of the 6-speed manual transmission. That's right. For the first time ever, the Z4 M40i, it's going to be available with the 6-speed manual, and it's part of a $3,500 hand schalter package, and that essentially means hand shift in German. But for your $3,500, you're not just getting the manual, you're also getting a lot of other things included in this package. You get dynamic chassis enhancements like unique steering and suspension tuning, as well as a stiffer anti-roll bar setup, and you're also going to have to get a 19/20-inch wheel configuration. Standard, you can just get 18s all around or even just 19s all around, but with this manual transmission package, they force you to get 19s in the front and 20s in the back. Anyway, you also get black interior and exterior styling elements as well. So that's your big update. That's really what you get for this 2025 model year. Other than that, we do see a price increase compared to last year. The 4-cylinder entry-level model, the S-Drive 30i, it now starts at $54,500. That's $900 more than last year. And the Z4 M40i, that's going to set you back $67,000 starting price, and that's $700 more than last year. Sadly, that manual transmission package, it's only available with the M40i, not with the turbo inline 4-cylinder, which is a shame. I mean, I pretty much said the same thing about the Supra as well, but actually with the Supra, they simply got rid of the 4-cylinder model altogether. So I'm glad that with the Z4, they have maintained the entry-level 2-liter inline 4. That engine is really all you need, especially in these lightweight sports cars. I mean, the Supra weighs in at 3,400 pounds. That's a coupe. This Z4 is also rather lightweight. An automatic M40i model with the inline 6, it's coming in at 3,543 pounds. The manual transmission, that's going to save you only 29 pounds, but whatever. I mean, the curb weight, it's 3,514 pounds with the Edition hand schalter package. The entry-level 4-cylinder model, it is much lighter, coming in at 3,287 pounds. So I'm really respecting the low curb weight here. There's not a lot of vehicles left that fulfill this niche. So that entry-level turbo inline 4, it's got 255 horsepower. BMW claims that it can do 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. When you step up to the B58 inline 6, it's packing 382 horsepower, and BMW claims that with the 8-speed automatic, it'll do 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. When you go with the 6-speed manual, the 0 to 60 drops to 4.2 seconds, but a radically quick car for sure. And I also appreciate the Z4 looks. Comment below, let me know your thoughts, but I think it's a clean looking ride. I especially like the rear end, but by no means is this a cheap vehicle. I mean, I built an M40i on BMW's website, and it came out to be like $75,400 with destination. And I actually didn't even choose the manual transmission package. So yeah, that's really gonna drive the price up even more. A lot of people say that they like manual transmissions and wagons and all of these things, but nobody buys them. So now BMW is basically saying, if you want that manual, you're gonna have to put your money where your mouth is. So I think that is smart. Anyway, when you do a nationwide search, there's only like 177 new Z4s available for sale throughout the United States. And I've never really seen these things get discounted before. I know for a fact that with the Toyota Supra, there are no real discounts. You have to pay sticker for those. That's your best case scenario. And I think it's gonna be the same with the Z4 as well. Although, prove me wrong, I would like to hear from owners of the Z4 in the comment section below. If you were able to get a discount on these convertibles, let us know how much you were able to save off the MSRP. But I did look on JD Power's website to see what the invoice price was, and for the 2024 BMW Z4 M40i, there seems to be a little over a $4,000 difference from MSRP to invoice. So you could try to negotiate $4,000 off the MSRP and see if a car dealership would go for it, but I don't know, it seems unlikely. These things are pretty rare, and obviously if you want that manual transmission, I'm thinking you're definitely gonna have to pay sticker for that, since that's a super rare car. I mean, really, these things are supposed to compete with, the 718 Boxsters and Caymans, but really at this price point, when you get up into the $70,000 range, a lot of people, they consider that C8 Corvette, of course, because the on-paper specs is crazy. I mean, I personally think it's a rather boring and safe driving GT car that happens to put down really good specs, but let's be honest, specs is all most people care about, and it's really the people who don't want to deal with a Chevrolet dealership or not wanting to deal with Ford and their Mustang. They're going to want to gravitate towards things like the Z4, the Caymans, and the Boxsters just to get away from dealing with Chevy and Ford, right? But that Corvette, depending on the dealership that you go to, I mean, you can save between 5 to 10 G's off the MSRP of new Stingrays, and that is no joke. That's just building an even stronger case for the Stingray C8. I personally don't even love the C8 Stingray, but even I would consider buying one because it's just that good of a value proposition. It's the ultimate value in performance cars, really. So you can't really blame anyone for wanting to choose it. So I don't know. Again, comment below. What car would you choose for around the $70,000 range? Something else to really consider is BMW's own M2, which can be had for about 70 grand or even a little bit under, but of course that is a coupe. But at the same time, you're getting a full M car as opposed to, the pseudo M Z4, right? So just once again, it depends on what you're looking for. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. But in the description box below this video, I will be sharing with you a free leasing calculator provided to you by AutoCompanion. This calculator will show you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. I ran some numbers on a 2025 M40i Z4, even with a $4,000 discount, assuming you have perfect credit and you put no money down on a 3-year lease, the payments are like almost $1,200 a month. So obviously it's an awful lease program. Interest rate is a little over 5%. Sure, you could do things like MSDs and a one-pay lease to almost drop that interest rate in half, but you're going to need a lot of capital for that. And even still, I just don't really think that this is a great vehicle to lease. Regardless though, I just wanted to share with you that resource in case you wanted to run some numbers for yourself or to use that as a negotiation tool when you decide to reach out to car dealers and their general managers through email. But that's everything you need to know regarding the 2025 BMW Z4. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.